As mentioned earlier, I will use y equals to 2x plus 1 over 3x to show you how to differentiate the question, and here we are going to do it today. Alright, so differentiate the following with respect to x. Y equals to 2x plus 1 over 3x, which is over here, okay? So first of all, I'll make sure it's in a nice form to differentiate. So I notice, okay, x divided by x, and I know it's in a very, very nice form. There's no square roots, there's no cube roots, or cube root, but there's a square term in the cube root, yeah? So there's none of those, so we'll get straight into differentiating, okay? So dy over dx, which is copy bottom, differentiate top, okay? So it'll be 3x, so copy the bottom, I just copy, yeah? So differentiate the top, we know that 2x plus 1 is a basic. So for basic differentiation, as mentioned in the previous video, constants can ignore, so I will ignore this one, and then my answer is just 2. Okay, so I'll write those that are differentiated in another color, okay? And then now we will add a minus sign, okay? Excuse me. Okay, so now we have done step 1 and 2. So step 3, copy the top and differentiate the bottom. So copy the top, I know it's a 2x plus 1. So actually I will bracket this, and this one I also will bracket, because I know I will expand it inside. Okay, and differentiate the bottom. So we know that this is also a basic differentiation. Okay, so when we differentiate 3x, we will get 3. Okay, and then now we have done steps 1, 2, and 3. So now we will draw a long line. So I will draw the long line in purple. Okay, so draw a long line. So actually I'll draw in red. So like that, over. So it's a fraction. Okay, so over, then number 5, bottom whole thing square. So it will be 3x the whole thing squared. Okay, so now we will start to simplify the numerator and denominators respectively. So this gives us 6x, because 3x times 2, and then minus 3 times 2 is 6, and then it's just 6x, and then 3 times 1 times minus 1 is just minus 3 over 3x squared, and this will give us minus 3 over 9x squared. Okay, so if you tell me 3x squared is equal to 3x squared, this is wrong. Okay, the right one will be written in white. So because you notice that the square is for the x and also for the 3, so it's a 3 square x square. 3 square is 9x square. This should be the correct one. Okay, so always be very careful, yeah. And oops, I've forgotten something. I will have to shift my negative to the side, so this will be your final answer. Okay, but even if you leave it like that, you leave it even if you leave it like this, right, I will still mark it correct, because I know you expanded, you differentiated, you simplified. Yep, that's it. Okay, so this is the first question, but the best is to leave it like this, the one that is in white. Okay, so this is the first question. Okay, now the second question, we will go into something which is harder. Okay, hold on. Oh, my bad. Okay, I'm just gonna erase this. So while I'm erasing, try to understand about about this quotient rule, and yeah, always remember the steps are very important because it will help you to get the answer, and also the steps is the fastest and the most efficient way I have known so far. Alright, just gotta make sure the board is fresh. Okay, so now we will be looking at something more tedious. Okay, so we're gonna look at this question. Differentiate the following with respect to x again. Y equals to x minus 1 over x squared minus 2x plus 2. Okay, so we're gonna look at this question, yeah. Wait, I forgot something. There we go. So differentiate the following with respect to x. Y equals to x minus 1 over square root x squared minus 2x plus 2. Okay, this is slightly more tedious. So I will ask myself, is it in a nice form to differentiate? Can I straight away write dy over dx? Cannot, right? Because why? That's the square root over here. See that? This one. Yeah, there's a square root here, so I can't. So I'll change it into indices form. So it'll be x minus 1 over, I'll write it in this color, x squared minus 2x plus 2 to the power half. Okay, because square root, this is a whole thing power 1, and there's a 2 here. Okay, so now can we start differentiating? Yes, we can. So dy over dx, which is the same as what? Copy second term, differentiate first term. Copy bottom, differentiate top. So it will be x squared minus 2x plus 2 to the power of half. And we know that this is the top one is a basic differentiation. And look at this, x minus 1. When we differentiate x minus 1, what do we get? We get 1, right? Which is redundant to write. But in this case, I will just write it out, yeah, to show you. But in the exam, no need to write. Because why? This times this multiplied, right? It will still be this. So honestly, what is the point of writing when you can save time? Okay? But it's okay if you want to write. It is not wrong. But honestly, it is very redundant to write 1 there because you will still get the same expression or the same term. Okay? I'm not trying to encourage you not to write. You can write if you want, but you can also don't write. So this is up to your personal thing. But in the exam, I definitely will not write. Okay, so add a minus sign, yeah. So it will be minus. So minus. I think I wrote it in blue or something. Okay, minus. So copy the top. Okay, top will be x minus 1, and then okay. So now differentiate the bottom. So we know that the bottom will be a chain differentiation. So how do you do chain differentiation again? Power bring down, power minus 1, and then you differentiate the inside bracket. Okay, so power bring down, so it'll be a half bracket x squared minus 2x plus 2. So I've got mentioned to copy this down first, and then half minus 1 is negative half, and then we differentiate the inside bracket, right? Okay, so you do notice that there's a constant here. So ask yourself, this kind of differentiation, when we differentiate this one, what is this? We have learned 4 and only 4. Basic chain product quotient. Which one is it? Basic, right? It should be a basic differentiation. So we know that This is basic, so constant can ignore. So differentiate x squared is just 2x. Hold on, constant can ignore, right? So differentiate x squared, just 2x. And differentiate minus 2x, minus 2. Okay, now draw the long line. Okay, over. So the long line is to basically like, it's like a fraction like that. So you have a numerator and a denominator. So in my steps here, you can see draw a long line. That means draw the line like that. And then the bottom whole thing square. So we know that x squared minus 2x plus 2, the whole thing power half, and you square the whole thing. Remember your indices, half times 2. Okay, this is A, B, C. This is A, B, C. Okay. Yeah, let me write in a different color. So A, B, C is A, B, C. Okay. What do I mean? A, B, C. Okay. This gives you A, B times C at the power. Okay. So this is your indices. Okay. So we know that what? Half times 2 is just 1, right? Because 2 divided by 2 is 1. So we can just write here x squared minus 2x plus 2. Alright. So what we are going to do now is, look at this. I got one term here. I got another one here. Can factorize, isn't it? So remember what I said in product rule? We will take the lowest one. So what is the lowest? If we compare our numbers first, okay? I forgot to say this, numbers first, followed by your x terms, okay? So your numbers, do you have anything in common? No, right? How about your x squared minus 2x plus 2? Have anything in common? Have, right? What is the thing that is in common? Always remember, take the lowest one. So what's the lowest? Should be x squared minus 2x plus 2 to the power of negative half. Why negative half? Because as I said earlier, take the lowest one. Okay, compare half and negative half, which is smaller. So if I draw a number line, so let's say this is the number line. My 0 is here. I got half here. And I got negative half. Okay, so which one is smaller, right? Negative half, isn't it? Because it's towards the left. Because remember, anything below 0 is negative. And then anything that is towards the left, or which is like behind 0, is negative. Anything which is above 0 or like in front of 0, positive. Okay, so that's the thing. So now look at our x term, our other x term, x minus 1 and 2x minus 2. Actually, I can factorize, right? You see, so what we can do is, I'll erase this. And then I'll factorize out the 2 here. And you notice that 2 and the 2 here can cancel. So it's just 1. Okay. So if you notice, right, we can actually factorize x minus 1. Isn't it? Wait. Whoopsies. Never mind. I thought it was the same term, so we can't, unfortunately. So, but yes, it's a good thing that we factorize and we cancel out so that our numbers become smaller. Okay, so yep, just now was wrong information. My bad. Okay, so now we will square bracket. Okay, because I add a square bracket as mentioned in product rule, because I will have a lot of round bracket. Okay, so I'll usually add a square bracket so I will not get myself confused. So this is basically first term we are short of a 1. Okay, I'll just write it, but in the exam I won't because I want to save time, and especially in exam you are already like panicking, you have so many chapters to know and then apply the different methods, different techniques and all that. Yeah, so we'll add a minus sign, and then this will be a, we are short of what? Oh, sorry, we are short of x squared minus 2x plus 2. Okay, because why? You can see negative half and positive half. We need one more. Okay, so if I were to bring you back to indices, AB times AC. This is AB plus C. Okay, so if I bring you back to your indices, so you see if we were to expand this one in here, and this is a power 1, so isn't it the same as x squared minus 2x plus 2 minus half plus 1, and this one is just half, isn't it? Because half plus 1, negative half plus 1 is just half, so isn't it just like that? That's why we need one more set to make it the same. Okay, expansion and factorization, the difference is factorization you are just doing the opposite, and then yeah, so you have to make sure you get the same terms. All right, okay, so that's it, we are done. Not yet but only for the first term. Minus, okay, what are we short of here? So we know we are short of x minus 1 the whole thing squared. Okay, why did I just write it out like that? You can also write it out as x minus 1 x minus 1, but I mean, like, because you know that they are the same thing, so I can just write it as x minus 1 square. Okay, let's say I give another example. You know that 2 square is the same as 2 times 2, right? So yeah, it's just now you're replacing 2 with x minus 1. Okay, so you can write it in either way, but for this case I will write it as x minus 1 x minus 1. But in the exam, please, I recommend to save time, just write like that lah. After that you can slowly expand. I mean, if you know your identities, right, you know that a minus b squared, which is the same as a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. Okay, so this is a identity which can help remember, so you can expand faster. Okay, but for this case I'll write out double, because anyways I'm still gonna expand. Okay, so that's all we have, right? Because minus half and half, they are the same. So I will close the bracket. Over x squared minus 2x plus 2. Okay, so what do we know? Negative half and 1 we can cancel, right? So I will entirely cancel off this term, and then there's a power 1 here, right? I will change it to 1.5, or I'll write it as 3 over 2. Okay, so this will be equal to x squared minus 2x plus 2 minus the expansion. I'll be using the identity here, so it's faster. So it's x squared minus 2ab, so minus 2x, okay, plus 1 over x squared okay, so this will be equal to, I'll just write everything out one shot here. So minus x squared minus 2x become positive 2x, minus positive 1 become minus 1. I'm just doing rainbow like that. like that, and like that. Oops. Hold on. Yeah. So, I mean, you know what I'm doing, right? So yeah, I'm just doing this, okay? Which is expansion. So, over your denominator here, okay? So we know that what do we know? X square minus x square automatically 0. 2x minus 2x plus 2x automatically 0. So we are left with 2 minus 1. So this answer will be 1 over x square minus 2x plus 2. The whole thing 3 over 2. Or you can leave your answer in this way, which I'll write in white. 1 over square root x square minus 2x plus 2 cube. Okay, so either way, it's fine, which however you leave in, but yeah, you can leave it in either these two ways, yeah? But for me, I'll leave it in the one in red. It's good enough. Because in the exam, I will panic. I will just make sure, okay, if let's say I got negative powers, right, at the side, I'll break it down to make it positive indices, isn't it? Okay, so I know it's 21 minutes long just to explain 2 questions, and especially one which is much more tedious. So in the next video, I will do another question which is even more tedious but requires your certs knowledge.